Hello, guys. I'm Dennis and I'm co founder at Disney Agency and Group. Today we have Siddhant Yadav from New Delhi, and basically he's running a sustainable t shirt brand, and the brand name is Causality. So, introduce yourself, Siddhant, first of all, to us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. So I'm Siddhant. As you said, I'm from Delhi and I have a sustainable brand called Causality. So Causality is a very new brand. It's just started like a month back. We just started it. I think we got in touch with you while we were starting it at the launch itself. So it's a t-shirt brand, and what we do is consider the overall impact of our t-shirts, like not just the making cost, but the environmental cost as well. So every t-shirt that someone purchases out 3 to 4 times more carbon dioxide out of the air
Mm.
that is used to make the t-shirt. So in a climate positive.
Mm.
So that's a goal to make all clothing climate, because it's a very fashion has been a very, what do we say, like deteriorated industry, and after industrialization everything went down because
Mm.
to certain prices, certain, like all the quality had to degrade for that.
Mm.
And so that's why we started with Causality.
Okay.
Causality, I've worked with many Indian designers, I've worked with Manish Arora, I've worked with Amit Agarwal, I've worked
Mm.
with largest export houses, and there were these gaps that at every level of the industry that you find. The causality is a medium to like bridge those gaps,
Mm.
revive, like go back a little bit, make things a little healthier. So that's what we do.
Okay. So basically you always want to put an impact on the world with your sustainable products. And you're saying you want to save the carbon footprint. You want to eliminate the
Yeah,
carbon footprint on the planet Earth.
yeah,
And we appreciate that. That's a good
yeah.
thing. But tell us, I mean, where did you get the motivation, first of all, of launching your own e-com business?
Mhm. Uh, Basically, as I said, I was working with a lot of people before,
Mm.
and when I was working with them, I was clearly seeing workers not paid.
Mm.
Like for a lot of them, workers not being paid. Like no attention to kind of materials were used, and there were a lot of problems that I was seeing firsthand. And even when I even in such organization, when you go to the management or if you go to even the director or someone and discuss these problems, it's not always they're very open to change and do something about it. So I was like, I'll do it myself. Fine. So I started
Okay.
with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one was ready to basically embrace the
Someone needs
change.
to, yeah,
Mm. Mm.
yeah, someone needs to take a step. Like if I take a step, maybe someone will see this tomorrow and they'll take another step. Like they'll be like, okay, let's do something even better. Like
Mm.
that will be really commendable. So hopefully this thing will continue. Something will be fashion industry is said to be like second largest polluter on earth. Like
Mm.
all the water bodies, like largest water body का polluter on earth. क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा जाता है, ये तो जो अकाउंट होता है उसका है. There's a lot of it that doesn't go even into accounting. Like, so it's much deeper. Again, so yeah, it's a start. Just a
Okay.
1 month old start. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, after basically you got the motivation after seeing all the, I mean, pollutant waste caused by the fashion industry, and you thought, let's start my own brand because others were not ready to accept the change. And then you have launched your own e-com website, causality.com. So tell us about how you have developed the website. I mean, have you developed the website on your own, or have you hired some developer to do that? So, what was the bottlenecks you faced? Tell us about that.
So basically, causality right now,
Mm.
whatever work has been done
Mm.
was done by me.
Okay.
Basically, I was saving up for a phone to purchase, and I was like, I'll not purchase the phone. I have enough something of my own. Let's put the money to a better use. I made the website. I did all the SEO stuff. I did all the creatives. I did all the designs because this is what we were taught. I am NIF pass out. This is something that we study. I didn't need someone's uh, help for building the website or building the business because my experiences and my own personal set of skills were sufficient to do that.
Mm.
So I started with initially a very, very, very limited budget. Like I don't think people start with that budget, or
Mm.
it's close to nothing. Like it's close to nothing.
Okay. So you started with very
Yeah,
limited budgets and you have made your website on your own. You did the graphic designing, SEO part, and all the creatives and things. So, okay, that was cool.
yeah,
And you had your website, you had your products in your hand. So, what was the challenges? I mean, what was
yeah.
the challenges that you faced after having your own website and the products in hand?
So basically, after having the products in hand, uh, the first challenge comes is traffic.
Okay.
How to create the traffic, and as you were very well aware of our situation, like our particular situation, like we were
Mm.
running with very constrained budgets. So you helped there a lot
Mm.
to get
Hello. Hello.
with something that can. So, Baki, the operation side में जो problem comes with small quantities, then that escalates to higher cost prices, and to maintain all that in the beginning becomes very difficult. So we had to take a very different approach with our business.
Siddhant, I'm not able to see you. Your video has stopped somehow.
Hello?
Yes, now we can see you. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
so no
Yeah, I think
worries.
it's connected.
We were talking about the main challenges you faced after developing your website and having products in your hand. So let us know what was the key challenges you faced when it comes to getting traffic on your own website.
The key challenges were, I think for me, I was looking starting say for a quick thingy that works. You know, कि let's put minimum budget at everything. Because I didn't properly understand the logistics of running ads and how to test markets that you later explained. So that was a big challenge. I think you also very well know that कि कैसे हमने मतलब very with very limited budgets we were able to still know our audience and then target and get a good ROI out of them. So that was really cool. And other other challenges we are currently facing is stock, maintaining, uh, and also when you work with different vendors at small scales, it becomes difficult. So the first challenge that we faced operationally was vendors not attending to the product like it's their own. So we took everything in house. We started printing our t-shirts in house. We started getting them made in people and getting it firsthand. First, we were not doing this. We were doing on demand something. So over a lot of quality issues. So that was a challenge. Then one of the most challenging part was cash on delivery.
Mhm.
The order will reach there, and then most people will not accept the orders, make random excuses, like someone just telling us that they got robbed or something, and in a
Mhm.
very vague way. कि भैया कैसे ले हम आपका ऑर्डर पासपोर्ट भी चलेगा ऐसे ऐसे करके मतलब so this challenge you to avail we were not the biggest corporation. We can't afford cash on delivery right now. Like they have such huge audience. Small offering cash on delivery becomes very challenging. I think that's a big challenge.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the main challenges you faced, first of all, was the operational challenges, which was in-house, I mean, from your end. And apart from
yeah,
that, the key challenges you were facing were like getting traffic, quality leads on your website, quality customers on your website.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you didn't have any idea how to target the right customers. That was the key challenge you were facing initially. And after doing advertising, after generating sales, you said you started basically facing issues like RTOs, fake orders, cancellations, and NDRs. Okay. So how was your experience in this because we have worked for a last, I think we have been working for more than 1 month right now. And
yeah,
so tell us, how was your overall experience, I mean, during this phase, and how we have solved all of the challenges such as RTOs. We have sorted out the RTOs, and we
yeah,
have figured out our potential audiences where we are getting only
yeah,
prepaid orders and all. So tell
yeah,
us
yeah, yeah.
about that.
So uh, वो तो काफी हमने फिगर आउट की चीजें. आई थिंक वी आर ओनली ऑपरेशनल फॉर 1.5 months. For the
Mm.
21st of September, I think, no, October we started, I guess. And it's only been like 1 month, 20 days or something. So काफ़ी कुछ learning हुई इसमें. सारे challenges भी हमने धीरे धीरे सॉल्व किए. ऑपरेशनल तो कर ही लिए, बट कैश ऑन डिलीवरीज हमने फिर हटाई कि because cash on deliveries was a huge hassle. So we took out cash on delivery. And then we were able, even after doing that, we were able to convert them into prepaid orders. Our average value actually increased. Like average order value actually increased. We created different uh, sets, like club different pieces together and made and did a lot of things average order value as you suggested and like over there because we already had a better understanding of how e-commerce works. So all your suggestions, you considered all your suggestions to caption basically on all the suggestions. And we realized we're still learning, we're not somewhere too far ahead. We're still in the learning phase and probably a lot will change over the time. And yeah, हमने कैश ऑन डिलीवरीज को हमने प्रीपेड ऑर्डर में कन्वर्ट किया. देन we did for the increasing our average order value, we promoted things in a different manner that what we were doing initially. Individually kar rahe the, then we started with clubbing them. Then what क्या किया था? There were a lot of things I think we did. COD को तो चैलेंज करने के लिए हमने we started calling every order, putting an IVR, and placed a lot of things that you also suggested. After all that failed, we started converting them to prepaid order. And even that worked for us. I think our customers generally felt the need of the product and they understood the idea behind it. I was very glad that I was seeing people go through our website and sending us mail regarding the idea. Matlab, I was not exactly expecting people to go that deep with our website, but I was so glad they did. And our customer understood why we are doing what we are doing. So at every step, that also mattered a lot, because they know that we were working with like zero waste productions. We were not stocking lot of products. We were creating things on demand. As they demanded, we created the products for them real time. So they understood all the operation stuff behind it. And that's why I think we were still able to convert our orders to prepaid while maintaining that enthusiasm. And even in the mails, even in our DMs and it's on Instagram, like we keep receiving a lot of it. So that was very cool part to see, that they were understanding it, and then they were willing to bend in a certain way that's not very traditional to the whole e-com industry otherwise. Yeah.
So it means ultimately with the Facebook and Instagram ads, we were able to reach the potential right customers who understand about your product, who understand what you have been doing and what kind of products you are selling and why
Yeah.
you are doing. I mean,
Yeah.
people understand your brand, what your brand stand for and what your products are for. So basically they are able to connect with you to these platforms, to Facebook and Instagram. It means it has a huge, it was a very good experience for your brand. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
so it means we have sorted out all the challenges which were we facing, like first of all, getting customers, getting initial sales for on your business, for your website, for your business. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second thing is we started getting initial customers, but we were getting a lot of RTOs, cancellations, and ERs, and we have sorted out that issue by first of all
Yeah.
enabling only prepaid payments and by confirming the order before dispatching, and that was great strategy. Third thing
Yeah.
third challenge we started facing during the work was we were not able to generate a profitable ROAS at the end of day. Such as you said, we were getting orders, but the average order value was very less for a customer. Okay, because our budgets were
Yeah.
also limited, as you know. So what we did, we increased the average order value by clubbing the two three products together, and it worked very well for our brand.
Yeah.
So it means we have sorted all these three, four issues in this last 1.5 months.
Hmm.
And right now we are generating a good business. So let us know, tell
Yeah.
us, I mean, what kind of business we are generating and about all the key parameters, about the data, specific data.
Okay. So going into the specifics, I'll say there was a cost to learning all this
Mm.
that we faced. There were costs to all the CTR and the like RTOs, and we faced a lot of issues in that department. So, given all that stuff, we didn't accumulate what we can say were profits, but it's hard to convert anyways. But and the ROS were still commendable. Like we have just started, and the ROAs are still on an average 3.5. It reaches there, and which is good enough for us to start with. It will obviously and were hurted by those first segment of customers who placed initially like fake orders and stuff with us,
Mm.
and that hurted a lot. Otherwise we would have like started with the next phase of it.
Mm.
But we are still figuring that part out, still figuring how to not just maintain at a level but rise from there. So
Mm.
currently that part is happening.
Mm.
We are still in a much more stable position right now
Mm.
from what we were in the beginning.
Mm.
So yeah, but ठीक है, starting में तो हो गई.
Mm.
And the good thing that I find better than creating profits right now, that I find more
Mm.
worthwhile, is finding the right audience
Mm.
and those right now, because that will be the word of mouth that will create more audience in later
Mm.
stages. And अच्छा चल रहा है that part is like that part is growing better, like that that bottom line is getting up instead of just the topmost parts we see ROI from advertisements. But that doesn't, if that doesn't uh, gets at the equal level of a bottom line, it will hurt the whole business. It will make it sustainable. But right now, our bottom line is getting better. Like it's getting healed. We are currently, yeah,
Okay, so you said basically finding the right audiences for your brand, for your business is the key thing, and which we are doing right now. Of course, we are finding the right audiences for our brand,
yeah,
so that we could basically generate. We don't have to worry about the sales at the end of the day, because if you have a loyal customers, yes, we can scale. I mean, for the long term,
they will,
in a very great way.
yeah,
Okay. So this was the whole part. I mean, this was the whole thing which we have experienced in this last 1.5 month while during working with us. So what are your expectations for the long term? After 1 year, after 2 year, or after 5 or after 10 years? Where do you want to take your brand and what do you expect from us?
okay. So in the long term, was going to be like a full lifestyle brand. Like it is started with just t-shirts because we wanted to be a stepping stone right now to get into people's closet. And this is something that people actually need, stepping stone into sustainability. You can make a Taj Mahal at once, but if people are not able to go there, it doesn't make any sense. So what I feel our responsibility is to give them the stepping stone, and we'll give them the stepping stone in every other direction as well. Like t-shirts we are starting with, but we'll develop the whole range and we'll develop a whole line which they'll be able to embrace better, embrace more of, and connecting to the customer in this initial phase has been very good to build upon that. And in the future, in 5, 10 years, I think I'm going to see this as a very a brand that caters to your need while catering to the needs of our environment, and something that's not out of the reach of a common person. Like someone can actually, it's what we also said in the beginning is how it's more over sustainability, क्योंकि अभी तक जितने भी sustainable, the more brands there are, they're usually too expensive, and a normal person, even if he embraces the idea, he cannot afford to spend 5 2 3K on a t-shirt.
Mm.
So our whole perspective over this thing is to develop the whole wardrobe and provide a solution, a feasible solution, not just a solution. Solution sab kar rahe hai, but a feasible solution for our customers. Yeah,
Visible solution
and
for a customer. Mm.
yeah, and with you, I think it looks very bright because we are able to reach those customers. We are able to get through the people. We are able to communicate it to the right people and find those people
Mm.
wherever they are. Like we are finding people which I never expected will come from Northeast, or will come from like
Mm.
3 4 thousand kilometers away from me, or someone even who doesn't understand the idea, who had not understood the idea but was uh, willing to go for it after reading more about it in our pages.
Mm.
Finding that those people has been really helpful, because I keep seeing the heat maps or something, like where are people seeing more content and all that stuff. So I keep getting an idea of if people are actually getting the idea or not. And
Mm.
I see a lot of people just going through the content first and reading all about the product they are purchasing. So I think the
Mm.
audience that to whom it matters, the ads are reaching to them,
That's a
and
reaching to them.
together we be, yeah, and
Mm.
in the future, I think we'll be able to scale it really good. Like I have very
Mm.
high expectations
Mm.
to scaling it further. Yeah, I think it will work
Got it.
really great in the coming months. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your key advice to all the business owners who have been basically doing a fashion e-com business already and are not able to generate sales from their website? So, what do you want to tell them? What they should do so that they could also generate sales like you and establish a 6 to 7 figure profitable e-com business on their own?
Mm. I think I don't know what their particular challenges are. Like for
Mm.
every business, I think the challenges will be very different from what mine are. For
Mm.
us, it was more information based. For this, like I know the audience because I am the audience. Like they should be knowing the audience really well and what they're creating for them and what is the value the audience is looking for and what is the value that you are bridging for them. I think that will play a key role for someone, and if he is not able to generate a good ROI or a good uh, business out of his ads can only make a person click that your ads do very well. But if someone is not converting, I think the problem will lie in the value that a product provides.
Mm.
Like while making a product, it should actually be of that amount of value to the person to purchase it.
Mm.
So that that can be helpful to someone who needs to hear that. I really
Mm.
don't know in the specific, Magar.
Okay, yes,
This is
your
something
point
one
is right.
can look about.
Mm. Okay, so product
Yeah,
also matters. I mean, when it comes to
yeah,
generating sales, it's not all about ads.
yeah,
It's product as well at the end of the day, which customer wants to buy. So they should work
yeah,
on their product. Makes sense. So I think that's it, Siddhant. Do you want
yeah.
to, if you have anything you could share with us, or otherwise we could wrap it up.
Share Tony, I can still like ask you more about how is it going and what do you think we should like in the technical department how we should progress and what are the things we can expect in the future as well. Like how do you see it? I would love to know your inputs on that also.
Hmm. Definitely. So, first of all, such as we have been already doing ads for the last 1.5 months, we have initially what we did, we tested the different audiences for our products, okay, and we have figured out
Mm,
like there are 20% of our product on our website which people love most and which people bought the most. That were our 80 to 90% of sales, okay. So what we did, we started with
mm,
limited budgets and we scaled over only on winning products, okay. That was our strategy for this last one
mm,
and a half month. And right now what we have in our hands, we do have the audiences. Those audiences are basically very loyal audiences and we are getting only prepaid orders on those audiences. So it's very easy for us right now. We could easily scale up in the long term. Let's say what we can do, you can launch, as you have other goals, you can launch more products. We do have other products such as printed products, and we can basically
mm,
show the ads to those products. We can retarget our customers, we can use look-like audiences and find out similar customers to our existing customer base. So this is the beauty of Facebook and Instagram tools we do have. And if we leverage the tools properly, our product is good, people adopts our product and they review the product, okay, they provide us good reviews about our product. It's very easy to scale up in the long term. We could increase our budgets and we could make our business profitable by
yeah,
eliminating all the challenges which we have basically facing right now, such as RTOs,
mm,
NDRs, and all those issues. And we are doing our
yeah,
best to basically establish a profitable 6 to 7 figure e-com business.
yeah. I think that makes sense.
So I think that's it. Okay, Siddhant, it's
Yes,
very nice
definitely.
talking to you. Have a great day, man.
Same, yeah.
Bye.
You too,
Bye.
yeah, Dennis. Thank you.
Thank you.